It is never a wise idea to hide assets from your spouse in the event of a divorce case. California law is very specific on this topic. You are not to hide assets in a divorce case because there's major legal repercussions in the event that you do so. Cindy from San Clemente writes, "Dear Jerry, I think my soon-to-be ex is hiding bank accounts or investments from me. Doesn't surprise me because he's a cheap son of a but is that legal? Very concerned, Cindy." Well, Cindy, that is not legal, and over the next few minutes I'm going to explain what happens in the event that somebody in a divorce case is hiding assets from the other spouse. I'm Gerald Maggio, founder of California Divorce Mediators, where we offer a reasonable, lower cost, and fair way to resolve a case out of court. So Cindy, let me explain what California divorce law says about assets and what happens in a situation where assets are hidden. In California, all assets acquired during the marriage is community property, meaning each party has an equal interest in that. And if somebody is not disclosing assets of the marriage or hiding those assets, well, the court has major repercussions under the law of what can be done regarding that situation. For example, what the court can do once it's determined that assets have been hidden is not only to award the other half back to you, the court can make sanctions that award 100% of that asset to you, regardless of whether it's community property, as a punishment to your spouse for having done so. Also, what can happen in a situation like that, if the other spouse has been determined to have hidden and concealed assets, is that it hurts their credibility for the rest of the case and affects their case in a negative way throughout, because nobody can trust that spouse in court. Your word is important of what you say to a court in a divorce case, so hiding assets is never going to help your case. In general, it's going to make things much worse for that person. So if you're suspecting that your spouse is hiding assets, you should pull together whatever documentation and information you can regarding your assets. If you're able to do a asset search under your spouse's name to find out if there's accounts and information that you may not know about regarding certain assets, I think that's worth the investment of looking into and doing, and your attorney or mediator could help in that regard. And looking at unusual transactions that may be going on in your marriage where money's coming in and then your spouse is saying, well, we don't have enough money to make ends meet, when you know that's not true. There's probably something going on there, and it probably means assets might be being diverted to accounts that you don't even know about. So one particular case I recall having was where the husband didn't disclose certain assets that he was required to and tried to hide them from his spouse and put it in somebody else's name. We ultimately, through something called discovery, found out the information that was going on and brought that to the court's attention. The court ordered that that spouse return 100% of those assets back to the other spouse as a punishment, and that affected him on other arguments regarding spousal support, division of other assets. And when it came down to having to determine who's more credible, the wife was always the one found to be more credible because the husband had already lost his credibility because he couldn't be trusted. So if you like this video, feel free to check us out on our website or our YouTube channel for more helpful information about divorce and family law issues. Thanks, and see you soon.